If you love making unforgettable quilts, Midnight Silhouette is for you. This is the third time we have made this amazing quilt by Blackbird Designs, and our customers love it every single time. I think this version is my favorite. So I'm Jen from Shabby Fabrics. Welcome back if you're already a subscriber, and if you're not, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell as well. This is how you learn about epic quilts like this and so much more, because when we introduce quilts like this, which happens to be something called a reserve, fabric is still coming inbound to us. We were able to get a small amount of fabric to be able to make our sample quilt. But once that fabric comes in, we get busy cutting, folding, collating your kit and heading it that way. So you have a chance to reserve this amazing quilt for just $10. And there's of course a thread set as well. All of this applique that you're seeing in our vines, all of this in this amazing cat, the moon, the house. This is such a big quilt, you can't see everything that's here. All of that applique prefused and laser cut for you, which is incredible time savings. But I love quilts where you get to do some precise piecing as well. So this is that perfect combination. And again, that timeless, just kind of almost vintage Halloween that you can't wait to display on October 1st. All the way through the month of October. So as I mentioned, this is the combination of applique as well as piecing, and these vines, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about these here, which is also such a cool effect. Some of the vines that have some of the most twisty turns, we've laser cut for you, but some of the others that just have these really nice curves, we've actually made that with a bias tape maker. Such a cool tool, as well as some applique pins. Tammy wanted me to mention that when she laid out the vine on this one, these applique pins were really helpful. And before she even laid out that vine, she actually backed the vine with this clover, and it's kind of a fusible web that's a really tiny strip that once you make your bias vine, you can attach the fusible webbing. So when you iron that down to the background, it's staying in position so that when we come back with our beautiful thread set, nothing's moving. We're able to stitch it all down. Now, in the original pattern, which has been out for a long time, one of the things that actually was not included was a layout diagram with everything in position. So we've gone ahead and done that for you for the center block. What that does for you is it allows you to take your shapes that have already been cut out for you, peel off the paper backing, and in combination with a light box and the Applifuse mat, you're able to pre-assemble those units, bringing them onto the background as completed units versus kind of just trying to eyeball it, which for me has never worked out completely exactly as I would have hoped. So with a quilt like this, of course, you want everything to be as it should be. So we've included the layout diagrams in your kit. The other things I want to call your attention to that are really MVPs of this, I would say, is the Ultimate Flying Geese tool here. That being said, you can see that each of these places, each of those blocks has a center unit as well as 4 flying geese units, and then of course the 4 corners. There is no more precise way to make flying geese units than the Ultimate Flying Geese tool. Required? No. Highly recommended? Absolutely. And it works really great with a spinning mat as well. Because you are going to be doing some precise piecing in here, if you need any assistance with seam guide being at 1/4 inch like I do, be sure to pick that up, some fresh thread, the fresh blade and the rotary cutter, that whole thing, of course, right? Anytime we're going to be doing precise piecing, our patchwork pins, the fresh blade, the needle, all of that matters. But the main thing, as always, because every time we introduce this in a new collection, it sells out. Reserve your kit. The backing, we just put black on the back. So if you have something you want to put on the back, go ahead and grab that. But be sure to reserve your kit, your thread set, grab any notions you might need, and subscribe. Let your friends know as well. This is the place for original designs, new programs and clubs, and so much more.